y'all, welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. Come down here, it's Monday morning, run these lines. I did not run them yesterday. I did run them Saturday. I filmed, we didn't catch but 2 mudcat. I'll drop them clips in there and let you see though. Y'all, I believe we finally got one here. Now if I can get him in the boat here without him coming off, little old bitty mudcat. Mudcat though are good this time of year. We're gonna keep him. Boy, he swallowed it now, didn't he? Ooh, he can bite. What I'm gonna have to, I got the wrong hand free. I'm going to swap him over. Alright, here's the way we're gonna have to go about this. I got it. That's what that knife is good for, y'all. See how I come out with it? You can see it a little better on these bigger hooks. So I ain't gonna wash that off. It's a little bit slick. I don't want to drop it in the water. So now y'all see why I'm preaching them knives. You always got it in your pocket. That pair of pliers, I don't never know where they at. And that's my fault. They ought to be on a, like my Leatherman deal, ought to be on my, I got a Gerber. I need to locate it because it needs to be in that bucket of stuff while I'm oh Lord, look at the ants. I told y'all them ants is up out of the water. You see that string right down over there? Right over Roscoe's head. There's a pink string up in there. Get me paddled up there. I'm gonna regret before it's over with not bringing a dip net. I can about tell you. I left in a mite of a hurry, I ain't gonna lie. Another mudcat. Mudcat are biting. Mudcat are biting. So we'll fry mudcat this go round. But anyway, we're not doing real good, which I knew that we were a little early for starting. I just was itching to fish, and I got bait missing right there, which is a good sign. But I knew that we were a little early as far as the catfish running. And the next problem we have is there's not a lot of catfish in the area that I'm at. I'm a good ways up the swamp, and it got really, really dry this summer and fall, which means that the catfish has got to have time to work their way up the river. They start running usually hard in March, late February, and we early February. So I mean, I am bad early about doing this. So when I said it is time, I meant that it's time for me, because I'm itching. I have got to get started. But the good thing is I've got my lines out in places and ready to go, so that when it does hit, I'll be way money ahead. And I wanted to scout the area out. And if I decided, hey, you know, I don't like this area, I can pull them up, move everything. But more than likely, what I'm gonna do is leave all these right here throughout all the fishing season. And I'm probably, because I've got a lot of people wanting to know about making line. We've got a lot of new people, and I have old videos on making these lines. I've got 2 different ones because I made 2 different styles. I'm probably gonna get some stuff ordered or I may use what I got and make a whole new run of lines, like about 30 or 40, to take to different parts when I go that I'll pull up and won't be leaving in the swamp. So I am using we got bait missing here too. So I mean, they ain't just, and that could be gar, it could be bass, I don't know. And and this morning, now the other day, I had deer heart is what I baited with. I did not like it. It would have probably worked in a pinch. I feel more comfortable with this, and I have got liver. So I had already cut up some, and I probably should have went ahead and just threw that video out the other day. I had Roscoe with me. I'll show some clips of it, but we didn't do no good, and I just didn't make the video. So I'm gonna paddle up through here and check these, or we may not catch nothing today. We'll just see. And I may have to adjust lines and put lines in different places. So the water is rising just a little. It's up about 2 or 3 inches. It rained all yesterday, but now we didn't get no gully washer. So we didn't just like overload us with water, which is a good thing. So we hit just right, but now we got a lot more rain coming this weekend, or later this week, let me say that, like Friday, Saturday. So I guess that technically is weekend, but I'm probably gonna take a day this week and go hit a lake up. I just seen a deer get up right out there. It looked like a doe just kind of got up and eased off. It didn't bolt and run. But anyway, I seen a good buck down here the other day. But that's how it goes. But it was in a place that I was just kind of looking at the water and water holes, and he was between 2 real narrow creeks asleep out there on a point. He was a good buck. He got up and run off. If I'd have had a gun, I couldn't have killed him, so it didn't really matter. So anyway, hang with me. Something exciting happens, I'll tune you, and y'all stay with me now. We just having a good time. It ain't about how many we're gonna catch right now. I can tell you that already. But we out here enjoying the river. Y'all, I did have somebody ask me about how I was paddling on one side, staying straight. It's called a J-stroke. I'll move the camera again here in a minute, but I'm pulling down the side and then pushing out. Seen a gar right there in the water. And it just kind of, I don't know, I developed this. I mean, I didn't really know what a J-stroke was. I done knew it was paddling it before I actually learned the name of it, so. You see that right there? Still got bait. All right, I got it cleaned off. But I start out from the paddle. All right, let me start over. I start out, pull the end of the canoe, kind of like a swoop to me, like an inverted rainbow. You know, I start out, paddle around by me, and then kind of push out, and that keeps me straight. No bait, no bait, no bait. And y'all, I pre-cut up some pieces of liver before I done it the other day. I had this in the refrigerator, just so y'all know, in my ice cream bucket. Always got plenty of ice cream buckets. Me and Brody keep ice cream buckets. We never short on ice cream buckets. Ice cream is probably not healthy for you, but I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. And a good time in the Lord, not all that drinking and partying stuff y'all think is a good time, because I done been down that road. That ain't no fun. You'll pay the piper for that one day. This life I'm living is a really good time. And there ain't no consequences but good. Oh, shoot this thing. Have mercy. Yes, sir. The sun's just starting to climb up over the treetops. And I can tell it's gonna be a beautiful day. Nice and overcast. And I'm going fishing with Bill Dance today. Well, we caught a stick. If I don't get to do anything else out here, this is my place to think. And I do a lot of it. You might not can tell, but I do. And I hear a lot of people talk about life and what is life. You know, they worry about abortion and they want to start, well, it's a heartbeat. You know, in a way, they're right. I understand their point and their reason for saying that. But that's not just what life is. I see people that want to save animals, so they go vegan and they eat plants. Plant has life. What is life? It's not just a heartbeat. It's not just blood flowing. It's not just a conscious being that can move on its own. Life is a gift from God. Life is a precious gift and an opportunity that you have to enjoy this creation, but also to serve a creator. But it's not just that. It's a connection to a lot of stuff around us, because every one of these trees is growing. Every plant is growing, has life. A lot of people don't see that. They think, well, just because something walks on 4 legs or 2 legs, it's alive, you know. These plants are alive. This river is alive. Because over time, it changes. You find a big old river and they have what they call oxbows. And it's where the river used to run out there, but no longer does that river run there. Sometimes a man-made cut a canal, but oftentimes that river works its way through in that bend till it closes the gap between them and cuts through on its own. It's alive. That river will take your life if you're not careful. You can be on that water and it's moving and it's powerful. It's alive. You know, a lot of people may disagree with me, but just the way I see it out here. Every bit of it God created and said, here, son, enjoy this. This is me. Every part of it, this is me. This is my body. This is my breath. And every day, I say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for the chance that I've got to be in this, to enjoy this, to do what I'm doing. And I love it. Well, y'all are checking my bottle. It feels tangled up, but it also feels like there's a fish on it. So whether it goes array or good or bad, I wanted you to get to see the pros and the cons. So the fact that he can take it and tangle it up is not a good thing. especially in a canoe, because you can't be leaning all off over the side. Let's see here. I need me a notch cut dead center of this thing. All right, it come loose. What? I think. Oh yeah, it's got fish on it, y'all. Mud cat now, but a good mud cat. Anything else on it? I think they just one. Yep, got a brick. Well, the only fish I have caught today has been on this jug line thing. Throwed out in the middle of this hole. Now, he did tangle it up, but I did get it untangled, so I'm letting y'all make up your mind whether you like something or don't. I'm not one to try to push stuff on people, because I mean, everybody has to decide, you know, is him being able to swim that around on the bottom and tangle it all up around stuff? I mean, that's a problem. But it does allow me to fish in the middle of this hole out here. I'm gonna rebait it back up, obviously, and throw it back out. And you decide if you want to make you one or not. I got another one on down here. Oh, Lord. So you need to see this. Yeah, praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Oh, Jesus. Now, how'd he do that, Regan? It might be time to cut our losses with that part, Regan. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I see how to get that loop out. Oh. Alright, I got the hook out. Yeah, I'm gonna have a mess, I can tell you. I ought not have thrown none of this in the boat with me. I didn't have a tangled up mess till I got. Yeah, alright, here, I got it. Alright, that's one. That's two. Yeah, two. Oh, it ain't too bad. I got it. Ain't even no knot no more. Look at that. All right. Let's get the fish off before he really. And y'all, that's a pretty good mud cat. I know some of y'all probably ain't gonna like mud cat, and that's all right too. They good this time of year. So y'all, we're not going home empty-handed. Got us a mud cat. Oh. Get this all baited back up. Y'all want to watch? I'll try to edit good where y'all don't see all this junk. All right, now let's paddle back up yonder and let's see about putting this thing back out. I know y'all behind all that goulash hanging up there. I done washed up it amongst a drift over here. I don't like it no more than y'all do. But sometimes you just got to deal with the facts of life. Everything ain't always a party. All right, we're going to go back up here. This is a good mud cat hole, apparently. There's a limb hook behind a tree over there I slammed, forgot about it. I'll have to pull over there and check it. All right. So now what I figured out, I'm going to tilt y'all down again. I know y'all like looking at my kneecaps there. Oh, I pull that bottle out. All right, and then kind of keeps you from tangling up too bad. And you kind of paddle on upstream and watch your hooks. Don't let them get tangled too much up into you. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna turn before I drop this where y'all can see the bottle. Alright, right there. Alright, see the bottle back there stretched all out? Baloosh. I try to keep it away from some of them. So I probably need to hook up to something right quick and cut me up some more bait, because I am down to one piece in here. So let me cut me a slab. I'll let y'all watch. If you want to. It might be a little gruesome to some of y'all delicate eyes here. And you need a good sharp knife. And y'all, I know I got a bunch of folks messaging me wanting a Jonah knife and wanting to place an order, y'all. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm sorry, but I can't take orders. I wish I could. Y'all, I really do. I want you to have a knife. I honest to God do. But y'all, I can't make that many knives. If I said, hey, I'm gonna take orders on knives, I'd have so many. And before the day was over, that it'd take me to Christmas to make them all. And then folks get antsy whenever they've placed an order on something. They go to want to send you money. And y'all, it ain't good to take somebody's money before you got them something to give to them. So, I mean, it ain't that, hey, I don't want to make you a knife when I tell you I can't take an order. It's just that it'll get so overwhelming for me that I can't, and I'm fixing to need my paddle here right quick like. I'm gonna have to hurry up, quit talking. But anyway, I want you to get a knife, and I'm gonna make some knives along and sell them. But y'all, I can't, that was the wrong side to do that on. You see, I'm washed up in a drift over here. But anyway, I just, y'all, it'll get so overwhelming when I got like 30 knives to make or 40. I promise you, I'd have 50 in 2 days' time orders, because I've got people constantly, hey, I want one of them knives. And if I made some kind of announcement, yeah, I'm gonna take some orders, and then y'all, you liable to be 6 months getting a knife you placed an order on. I just can't. I feel rushed to make them, and it's more me than it is y'all. Because I make pottery for a living, and I can make more money making pottery if I get out there. I'm gonna work and make something. So I gotta paddle back up there and check another hook. So I just, I mean, it takes me, if I just really got after it, I could make a knife in a day, and that's $150. Not counting the material and stuff. And another thing, y'all, I ain't really got that many saw blades to make just a pile of them knives. At some point, I'm gonna run out of material. I mean, so anyway, I just wanted to explain that to you, but they are some jam up good knives. I truly like mine. And I make some other forged knives. I ain't even attempted to sell them because it's too much work. And time, if I made one and sold it, it'd cost you some money. You'd better off go buy something else. I ain't gonna lie. Bang, we're gonna hit the bank. Yep. I knew I was gonna need bait right there. That's why I went to cutting it up before I ever got over here. That was too good a spot. I don't know why they wasn't a fish on it though. I mean, good sharp hook. There ought to have been a fish on there. He ought not have got the bait and left with it. I don't like it. Something stealing my bait. Maybe folks down here getting my fish off of them, Rick. I've had that happen before. I've had that happen. Well, sir, I had done got tangled up into some junk up there on the front of my boat. I'll be done. I about know there's a fish on it. I about know there's a fish on it. Oh, we got a little catfish, little channel cat. Little channel cat, y'all. That is a pleasant surprise. Oh, he ain't even, look how he's hooked. We snagged him. Well, he's caught all the same. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, he pulled it slam under. Oh, I can't get over that current. There we go. Ooh. So y'all, I did bring my little homemade dip net. I hadn't never used it for. Ooh. It ain't got a big. There we go. Y'all, we've got our first catfish with our little dip net. And a good catfish at that. This is what we consider in this swamp good eating size. He's hooked pretty doggone good. All right. I'm gonna have to dig around in my old pocket. Like that hobbit said, my pockets is. I got a pair of pliers here. I did think and have enough sense this trip to put my multi-tool in my pocket. You just about gotta have it. This is a Gerber suspension. I kind of want me a Leatherman. I have never experienced. Y'all, that is a good catfish here. Well, that went in the water anyway. I just wanted y'all to see a decent channel cat. So we're gonna eat today. Me and old Brody man gonna cook us fish today. Got to use my homemade dip net, y'all. Y'all didn't even know I had that with me, did you? Lay it right back there. I'm gonna get over here and bait this hook back up. And y'all, I can't keep the sun. Every time I go to filming, it seems like that sun wants to be right behind me, putting glares on the screen. And I ain't figured out how to defeat it yet. So usually when you've got a line that is catching, that line is going to continue to produce, usually. Not always now, but usually. So you want to make sure it is baited up. And I may take this old piece of bait off, because this doesn't water. Put us a fresh piece of bait on there, and I just hook it, you know, like so. We're gonna put that down in the water, and we're gonna try to get that sun right back behind us. At all costs, keep that sun behind you where them lines is coming down through the screen. That way it don't look real clear, you know. You don't want folks to think you know what you're doing. Let me get this thing put back up, y'all. I have had this a long time, and it's in an Ozark Trail thing. I don't know, and I'm drifting up into a bunch of junk. In a canoe, you can't turn loose of a paddle for a minute and talk about nothing. Because you'll wash, especially with the water swift as it is down here. Oh, you'll be washed up in no telling what. But anyway, I've had that old pair of pliers for a number of years, and it has been excellent. So I always link some of this stuff that I'm using in my description box. What I need to do is create a list of all of my favorite things that you can get on Amazon, and drop it in the description so that people can order it. I'd do that with Temu, but a bunch of them would lose their minds. I don't have no favorite stuff on there yet. I did order me a crappie dip net too from there, just cause I wanted to see, is it any kind that went like $12. I mean, come on, y'all, all it's gotta do is dip a fish, but it may be a piece of junk, you know, I don't know. We're gonna see. Oh, I forgot there's another one right over there. Let me go bait it up too. But anyway, I'll link them pliers and stuff I use. I have nothing against Leatherman. I just couldn't afford Leatherman. And my criteria is it has to have the pliers, the scissors, a saw, a good knife, not serrated, an awl, Phillips and flathead screwdrivers, and a can opener. Those are my requirements. Must. If it's not, don't have all of those things on there, I do not want it. I don't care how expensive it is. Because there's a lot of that junk they put on them I ain't got no use for. My Lord, I'm trying to talk and not pay attention to what I'm doing. I still got bait on it. All that work for nothing. I knew they wasn't a fish on it, but I needed to check the bait. And you know, a lot of people don't realize, but those are things that I use on a regular basis. The awl is good for if I'm, you know, making something out of leather and need to poke a hole, stitch it up. That awl is great for that. And it has other uses, boring holes and things to, you know, to run a string through if you tying it up, whatever. I can think of 1,000, well, probably not 1,000, but you know, a lot. So, anyway, I'm gonna paddle on down here. I'll link that stuff though that I'm using and let y'all see. But I am tickled over my little dip net. Now, however, for catfish, it could really have used a little bigger hoop to make it easier to catch him when he's diving around, because if you ain't careful, you pull that catfish up off there, he'll come off there, he ain't hooked good. But now, y'all, we done got 3 catfish. We ain't just hammering them, but we ain't gonna go home empty-handed. Me and old Brody gonna fry us a couple of catfish up today. Oh, and I may have another one right here, y'all. Oh, I don't know, that's probably a limb caught up in it. I see the limb moving. I believe there's a limb washed up in it. I'll leave y'all turned this way, just in case. I believe, I don't even know if that's one of my lines. Whoa, did you see that joker catapult back up at me? That ain't one of my deals there. That is oh, you see that joker has done clove hitched around my, y'all see that? That's how easy something like that can happen. Fortunate I got around, because see, that is, I'm gonna bait it up. I don't know whose that is, but down here, they don't care if you bait them up. Don't tear up somebody else's stuff. They don't mind if they got it baited up, you leave it alone, okay? But if they ain't using it, most folks, I don't mind. If my hooks is down here and I ain't fishing them 2 or 3 days, I don't mind if you bait them up and use them. You know, don't steal them and take them home with you. But if you want to bait them up and run them, I don't care. I mean, that's everybody's fish. I don't mind you using my stuff. So that's why I don't feel bad about using somebody else's line there. I don't figure that is going to catch nothing. It's too swift right there where it's at today. Oh, well, I'm making me another line, and I didn't want to show the whole long process right now on this video. So I thought I'd wait till I got close to the end and show how I done it. So I have got me a hook, and because these hooks I ordered on Amazon, and I bought them to actually gruntle fish with, and they have a smaller eye, so I can't tie my loop like I do loops on here where I can quick change them. And that's more for being able to quick change it out here in the water. And I got one more egg sinker, and I just got some scrap. I got some 3-ounce weights. They way too big. That's 2 ounce. I like 1 ounce or 1/2 ounce sinkers, but right now you need 1 ounce because this is a swift down here. And that, you see how that lead won't go through there? That is part of the reason I'm screaming I want an awl on my multi-tool, y'all. And this one has, see, saw, knife, and I don't really like that knife, but it is a knife. Flathead Phillips. I got scissors, cut fishing line, string, whatever. I like scissors, cut fingernails. I mean, there's a lot you can do with it. It has a serrated blade, that's, you know, and then I have a can opener and an awl, okay? You see how I can take that awl and I can get my hole on my lid cleaned out to where I can poke my string through there. A lot of uses for it. And this string don't like to go through there. You just about got to burn it every time. And then I let that, see, it drops all the way down. And I've actually got this a little bit long. I'm gonna shorten that up. I don't like it that long. And then I tie me a big long loop on here because I got plenty of string and I like my pink string. And this is a good place right over here. So what I'm gonna do to shorten this up is just untie this knot right here. And shorten it up. And then I'll retie my knot and burn it off and all such as that stuff. And slide that down tight on there. And then I take and tie me a knot right here. And you want to push that knot tied up against that other one as best you can. That prevents it from sliding back through. And then I take my lighter and I burn this garbage, this tag end off. And you gotta burn your finger when you do this or you didn't do it right. If you didn't burn your finger, you gotta do it again, start all over. And the wind's gotta be blowing where your lighter won't work. Now, I'm happy with it now. I put my swivels, you see. So you didn't know, I got all my stuff in this little bucket. I got some hooks, extra hooks, loose hooks, different leads. I don't know what all y'all could see and couldn't see. I bought these swivels at Walmart. That is what I'm using now for swivels. And this is really my go-to bait, my hook. But I'm probably gonna use all this to when I make my new hook. So I didn't want to waste it right now. Ow, leave down here. All right, let's see if we can get me paddled back over here where I want to put this thing. And while I was doing it, I seen somebody done had another line over here, and I'm gonna bait it up because number one, I want to get this trash out up in the air. So let me, and I say I want to bait it up. I don't even know what they hook. They hook may not be fit to use. Some of this stuff is old. That is not gonna hold a big fish, but we probably ain't gonna catch some of y'all would consider a big fish. I mean, that little old piece of lead right there, that is why it is way up in the air. Good. Let me hope them out. Well, that's the wrong bucket. See the wind spinning me all around. I gotta hold it. Good Lord. I got control of the hook. That's the main thing. Let me see right here what we gonna do. I've got, boy, that's a chunk of lead right there. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stick it, this is off some old scrap stuff. I'm gonna just take, and I done made a hole in it for just such as these kind of applications. Oh, Lord. It done come all what I call disconglomerated, you know? So anyway, all right. And that hook is rusted up. Is that hook gonna make it? Oh, Jesus. I tell you what, we'll do to that hook right quick. It's sharp enough. It ain't razor sharp, but Miss Mary had done saved us right there. She got us a sharp hook. I wouldn't have had that sharpener with me if it hadn't been for that. All right, we're gonna catch one right there, y'all. You see that old limb hanging right there, dangly, dangly, dangly. We're gonna call that the salvage hook. You gotta name some of them hooks along. That's gonna be the salvage hook. It's gonna be salvaged that one. Making sure that current is see, somebody has done thought just like me and fished right here in this hole because they got, you know, baits hanging. I wanna know how. Ooh, that thing tried to put my. All right, let me get y'all up here. So that's a good. This is gonna be a dandy spot here, boys. Y'all hearing me? We're gonna catch fish right here. I'm telling you. There's too many people done put hooks here tonight. I'm wrapping that like you wouldn't believe. Oh, and it come out almost just. Oh, come back here. Well, sir. Clip your fingernails, they said. It looks better, they said, for church. Then I can't grab a hold to my line and do nothing or pick a booger or nothing. Doggone fingernails hacked off till you can't do nothing. All right, y'all. Get my Gladware tackle box. Y'all have to go to the ham section at Walmart's and you can get you one of these tackle boxes. We're gonna paddle back up yonder a ways and drop that jug line. We gotta bait it up. We're gonna drop it in a big old hole we got up there, and I gotta check on see if there's some crappie in a hole up there I found. I don't know. That crappie ain't wanting to bite in all this swift water anyway, so hang with me. Well, I just found somebody's deer. Somebody shot a little old spike. He got in the water, got away from him. See them little old nubs? Y'all can't see. See them little old nubs? Yeah, they lost him, but I found him. Ain't no telling where he washed down from. If the truth's told, he's steadily going down the current. He'll be swelled up and stinking down there. Probably hung up one of my hooks when it warms up. And I say somebody shot him, y'all. I did not see a bullet hole. I didn't look him over that good, but most likely that is what happened. Now, he could have just got in the water and drowned him. And it does happen. So, anyway. All right, y'all, I got my bottle dropped out behind me right here in this hole. Right there. And this is a fairly deep hole. I should have brought my depth finder down here, but the water's so swift, afraid I'd lose it right here, right now. But I'm fixing to paddle out. We're gonna call it a day. We've got 3 fish, 1 little one, 2 fair ones. So we in good shape. Like I said, it is bad early really to be doing this, to be successful. But it is time to be getting geared this way. Hunting season's done. Want to be in the woods, I want to be fishing. So thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one. We're going to paddle on out of here. Crank up your band, y'all.